sent combat aircraft to one of our shows. It's not a long time at all since we saw their national aerobatic team in the skies above Fairford and rolling for takeoff, getting ready to position the 4 extra EA330LX unlimited aerobatic aircraft of the Royal Jordanian Falcons. Before they go into their display, they're just going to check the cloud base, because obviously that includes, including many appearances at the Airshow 2 shows through until after the 1991 season when they transitioned to the extra EA300. So with a requirement then of 2,500 feet for the full sequence, I think we might be in luck. And here they are into their first manoeuvre, the 2024 Royal Jordanian Falcons. They start in box formation, rolling right to perform a quarter clover leaf. And they stay in this very tight box formation to perform a barrel roll. When we call it a barrel roll, aerobatic parlance, if you imagine a barrel laid on its side, the aircraft follow the path all the way round to 360. It's very much a pitching and throttle maneuver itself. Leading the team for 2024 is the Royal Jordanian Falcons Director of Operations, General RIAT. He's been with the team since 2002 and has some 3,700 flying hours. Now, we're going over to the right, and we'll shortly see the formation changing. They just skirt a little bit of drifting low cloud. So we get into T-Tango formation with the 2 of them now putting up in right abreast on the leader for the Tango loop. After initially flying the mid-wing extra 300 for a few years, they switched to the low-wing 300L. It was in 2018 that they upgraded to this outstanding 330LX model.
Now this aircraft, purpose-built for what we see in front of us, up to unlimited category, with Aerobatic holding many world championships within its trophy category.
Comfortable negative G push out of that half Cuban. But they're pulling through down towards the right-hand end. Yes, eventually World Championships there, Mark. This is the Mountain Choice, the Extra 330 series in single-seat 330SC form of France's national competition aerobatic team, which their Air Force operates, the Équipe de Voltige de l'Armée de l'Air, which has many world champions to its credit.
The derivative of this aircraft type was the winner of the Bell Humphrey Memorial Trophy just a month ago at the RAF Fairford Airshow.
Yes, with the French pilot, Capitaine Sébastien Suchet, at the controls. And more negative G now, as they perform an inverted turn. More formation, absolutely immaculate.
Absolutely beautiful. This aircraft capable of an eye-watering +10 and -10 Gs. We've already seen an aircraft today powered by a light-going engine, that being the 4-cylinder Mayo 360 with the Safari. This engine, at the powering end, 330, has an extra bank of cylinders, making it a 6-cylinder, 350 horsepower, APIO 580.
on the left wing of the formation is Major Ferhat Al-Waitat. He's been a team member since 2022 with 1,350 flying hours. The team makes a lot of use of these quarter cloverleaf manoeuvres as repositioning devices, always very, very attractive. Heading away from us now on the B-axis, and this is where we see the formation split into two pairs, and this is their salute to all of you, the Royal Jordanian Falcons, Heart. All the pilots in the team are either current or former members of the Royal Jordanian Air Force, flying combat and transport types of one type or another, including some with F-16 experience. As I mentioned, the front line of the Royal Jordanian Air Force represented with us for the first time in many years by a pair of F-16s in our Viper line here, and they've also got one of their C-138 Hercules transport aircraft in the static, always a regular visitor to the Air Tattoo, and it's the Royal Jordanian Air Force Hertz that bring over the extras to Europe every summer. And turn now bring us in opposition, and we'll see them split. And we now see three of the aircraft exiting the stage, giving us our first chance to enjoy some solo action from the man who was flying at the back of the box formation, retired Royal Jordanian Air Force Colonel Sharif Hatou. He's been with the team since 2017. He has the most flying hours of any of the pilots in this display, in excess of 5,700 and counting. The extra EA330LX well on the show there. But now Sharif Hatou heads away from us as the main three-ship formation run in, and he crosses with them. They're now in line abreast formation for the line abreast loop. A very strong airframe is built of thick welded steel tube construction, with the wings, the rudder and the landing gear all manufactured out of composite material. The aircraft is a two-seater, but interestingly, for central gravity considerations, the rear seat only is instrumented for the piloting command, and their flight 7 flow from the rear seat. Barrel roll off to the right. The three aircraft now pull up on the 45-degree line, still in quite close formation, and this time it's synchronized stall turns. The airspeed leads off, the rudder is applied, and round they go. And we'll see here the lead pilot and the right wingman going to mirror formation, with the left wingman applying barrel rolls around them. The right wingman here, the aircraft on top of the mirror formation, is Lieutenant Colonel Mahmoud Abu Al-Jassar. He's used the Royal Jordanian Falcons this year. He has 2,100 flying hours. Soloist is then for a climbing slide, and then torque rolling back down. And as the solo exits, it crosses again with the free ship. So putting up into another quarter close slow belief, but this time the flourish comes with a downward split. All three aircraft going vertical and rolling in the vertical. All three in stall turns as the soloist enters again. And this time it's for a short program of freestyle aerobatics.
Like only engine coupled with a four-bladed constant speed prop made by MT Propellers of Germany. Theory of the constant speed propeller is that the pilot selects the RPM required, in this instance 2500 RPM, which is 80% power, and the engine, the governor of the propeller then varies the pitch angle of the propeller to maintain that RPM, and the pilot then just flies the aircraft depending on what power is required using the sprocket. That's why on some of the downhill maneuvers there's very little change in engine pitch, because the engine hasn't changed RPM.
Time now for one of the signature manoeuvres of the team. We see them rolling out in front of us with smoke on. The team comes from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and this manoeuvre is their Hashemite break. It was at the personal request of the late His Majesty King Hussein bin Talal that the team was founded on the Mid Special in 1976. And King Hussein was a great supporter, as indeed the whole of the Jordanian royal family always has been, of the air tattoo show. You see a very precise multiple crossover straight in front of us. Following the death of King Hussein in the 1999 Royal International Air Tattoo, the Extra 300s of the Royal Jordanian Falcons flew with the de Havilland Dove that had been one of the late King's personal aircraft in a memorable formation. Hard to believe that's 25 years ago now. That Dove, one of numerous personal mounts of the King, who also was well known for flying into the air tattoo in the Jordanian Royal Flying Blocky TriStar on a couple of occasions in the 1980s.
The big 10 brain. Smoking the piss whipping up, shouldn't be like that, should it? That's why he said, you have a
Team's mission is to promote peace and friendship throughout the world through people aviation, and this it does with an extensive international tour every year. This is the only UK date for 2024. They'll be appearing at other shows all around Europe between now and September. Now coming up is a very snappy formation rejoin. So the solo pilot is off to the right, the three ship to the left. They're going across the display centre. Soloist on the knife edge. The free ship again looping in line abreast formation, which gives ample opportunity for the solo to close down on them. Doing so initially inverted.
Despite that, inverted then turning the right way up with about 60 knots of overtake. Just pulling a little bit of lead on the formation to get back into the box. Outstanding in a short period of time.
Now talking about standing, this next manoeuvre is a piece of aerial artistry. Slow roll, a very difficult thing to perform solo. We're going to see them do it in this very close formation.
The two working harder than the rest of the formation, the two on the outside. The others step in. They are also running around the outside of the formation.
beautifully executed. And so the team now using a wing over to come back in towards the main display line. The team took its British bow, and they've flown many other venues around the United Kingdom as well over the years. Among our most treasured guests in every edition of the Air Tattoo. Now, going towards the end of their display. Another clover leaf to bring them back onto the B-axis display line. They're reconfiguring into what they've done Concorde formation, getting ready for their final break. And so, the Concorde fan break to present to you for the final time the 2024 Royal Jordanian Falcons. Two national display teams back-to-back in the RIAT flying display, but that's what we're going to do now with one of the representatives of one of NATO's newest member countries. But a team that is looking a bit different for 2024, thanks to the fuller scheme 193 of the aircraft that are equipping it for displays at present. We had quite apart from our vital line of F-16s to mark the 50th anniversary of that aeroplane. Quite a few British Aerospace and now BAE Systems Hawks on hand because it's the 50th anniversary of that aeroplane as well. And so as the Royal Jordanian Falcons roll out after their sequence, next to take the runway will be our first representation of two slots from the Finnish Air Force, specifically from their Fighter Squadron 41. They've just been cleared to line up and wait. And so to tell you more about the Finnish Air Force Midnight Walk display, I'm going to hand over to Captain Lauri Lapalainen and First Lieutenant Arttu Majuri.
Good afternoon, dear audience. The Finnish Air Force and Fighter Squadron 41's Midnight Hawks take pleasure in performing you flight demonstration of the season 2024. I'm Captain Lauri Lapalainen narrating for the Midnight Hawks as number 7.